Ever wonder how some women seem to have guys wrapped around their finger, effortlessly making them hang on every word? Imagine walking into a room and knowing exactly how to get any man to follow your lead without even lifting a finger. Welcome to Golden Girl Code, where we help you discover your true power and live in your Golden Girl era. All right, ladies, let's be real for a second. Ever feel like you're putting in all this effort to catch a guy's attention, but somehow he's still the one calling all the shots? Well, not anymore. Today, we're flipping the script and putting you back in the driver's seat. Today, we're diving into the 48 Laws of Power. You know, that book filled with strategies used by politicians, CEOs, and power players around the world. But guess what? We're not here to start a corporate takeover. We're here to learn how to make him your puppet. Now don't worry, I'm not suggesting you go all supervillain on him, but these laws, they work, and we're going to use 8 of them to help you get exactly what you want while making him think it was all his idea. Genius, right? Think of it as leveling up your game with a touch of mystery, charm, and just a little bit of psychological finesse. Now, before anyone panics, no, we're not turning into actual puppet masters here. This is about playing smart, staying confident, and keeping control. It's like Beyonce said, "Who run the world? Girls." And today, I'm going to show you how to make sure you own the room, his attention, and maybe even his heart without ever chasing it. So buckle up, because we're going to break down 10 proven strategies from the 48 Laws of Power. And yes, I promise they actually work. Whether you're looking to command respect, keep him on his toes, or just have a little fun while staying in control, these laws will help you do it all. Let's dive in. Law 1. Conceal your intentions. Let's kick it off with one of the most powerful and probably the sneakiest of all the laws. Conceal your intentions. Now, if there's anyone who knows how to play this game, it's Alexa Demi. This is the same woman who plays Maddie Perez from Euphoria. Alexa doesn't just lay all her cards on the table. She lets people believe what they want, all while keeping her true intentions under wraps. The result? They're drawn to her, hooked, and constantly trying to figure her out. Here's the deal. If you tell a guy exactly what you're thinking, feeling, or planning right away, you lose that air of mystery that keeps him engaged. The goal here? Let him wonder. Let him think he's in control while you're the one really pulling the strings. It's not about playing hard to get. It's about staying hard to get. Let him chase the idea of you while you keep your cool. Now, I'm not saying you need to start plotting like some undercover spy, but hey, a little mystery goes a long way. Trust me, he'll keep coming back for more, just like the guys in Euphoria chasing after Maddie. Practical tip. So how do you pull this off in real life? Easy. The next time he asks about your plans, don't give a full play-by-play. Keep it short, simple, and let him fill in the blanks. You would always say, "I've got some plans, nothing too crazy. What about you?" Remember, you're not being secretive. You're just keeping it interesting. Mystery is power. Law 2. Court attention at all costs. All right, ladies, let's move on to Law 2, court attention at all costs. Maddie knows that if you want to keep people hooked, you need to be unforgettable. It's not about being loud or over the top. It's about making sure when you walk into a room, everyone feels your presence. Now, I'm not saying you have to make a grand entrance every time you walk into Starbucks, but here's the tea. Attention is power. The more you can naturally draw attention, the more control you have over any situation, especially when it comes to relationships. Maddie didn't have to beg for attention. She just owned the room, and so can you. Practical tip. So how do you court attention without looking like you're trying too hard? Easy. Focus on your confidence, style, and energy. Wear something that makes you feel amazing, because when you feel good, you radiate it. Example, action. You don't have to overdo it. Next time you go out, pick one thing that stands out, whether it's a statement necklace, a bold red lip, or even just that quiet confidence that comes from knowing you look great. People will notice, and trust me, he will too. The goal is to make sure you're unforgettable, but in the most effortless way. Confidence is magnetic, and when you combine it with your own unique style, you automatically command attention without ever having to ask for it. Law 3. Make others come to you. Use bait if necessary. If there's one thing Maddie Perez does flawlessly in Euphoria, it's this. She doesn't chase. She lets the guys come to her. It's all about making them feel like they need to earn your attention. Because here's the truth. When you chase, you give away your power. But when you sit back and let them come to you, you control the game. Let's be real, ladies. There's nothing more powerful than letting him chase you. Think of it like fishing. You're the bait, and he's the one trying to reel you in. And here's the fun part. You can keep him guessing, intrigued, and constantly coming back for more. Practical tip. So how do you use this law in your own life? Simple. Don't always be the one reaching out first. Whether it's texting, calling, or even making plans, hold back just enough to keep him wondering what you're up to. Let him put in the effort. Law 4. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Now, this next one is gold. And yes, it sounds a little cheeky, but hear me out. Maddie Perez is the queen of this in Euphoria. She has people around her doing her bidding, and she makes it look so effortless. The key here? You're not forcing anything. You're just inspiring people to do things for you, while you sit back and reap the rewards. Let's be honest, who doesn't love getting things done without lifting a finger? Think of this law like being the CEO of your own life, delegating, guiding, and letting them feel good about helping you. The best part? You still get all the credit for keeping things moving. Practical tip. So, how do you actually make this work? It's all about subtle influence. When you want him to do something, don't ask directly. Frame it in a way that makes him feel like it's his idea or that he's really good at it. Compliment his abilities, and he'll want to step up. You will always say, "You're really good at figuring things out. Could you help me with this? I wouldn't trust anyone else to do it." Boom. Now he feels like the expert. He's doing the work, and you're relaxing while things get done. Not only does he take on the task, but he feels good about it because you made him feel special. And the best part? At the end of it, you get to sit back and take credit for how smoothly things went, while he's left feeling like the MVP. You maintain control without lifting a finger, because you know how to inspire people to move for you. Law 5. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Now, I know this one sounds intense, but here's the secret. People are naturally drawn to someone with a strong sense of direction and purpose. Think of Alexa. She radiates confidence, and everyone around her wants to be a part of her world. This law is about becoming that magnetic force. When you create something to believe in, whether it's your own values, style, or energy, people will follow. Don't worry, we're not starting an actual cult here. But let's face it, everyone loves being part of something special. When you present yourself as the girl who knows what she wants and lives by her own code, you become the one others gravitate towards. It's about making you the vibe. Example, you always say, "I'm all about setting big goals and staying focused. It's important to me that the people around me are driven too." You're laying out your beliefs, and guess what? The right people will naturally start following your lead. When you've got a clear direction, others will want to be a part of your world. It's not about changing to fit in, it's about standing out so that people want to fit into your life. Law 6. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's a thumbscrew? In this case, it's that one thing that makes him tick, that vulnerability or insecurity you can gently press to keep the upper hand. And trust me, Maddie has a PhD in this law. She knows exactly what gets under someone's skin or what they need to hear to stay hooked. Here's the tea. Every guy has a weakness, whether it's needing validation, his ego, or a secret insecurity about his appearance or status. Once you figure out what his thumbscrew is, you can use it to steer him in your direction. It's not about manipulation, it's about understanding what drives him. Practical tip. So how do you find his thumbscrew without making it obvious? Pay attention to what he talks about the most, or what he reacts emotionally to. It's usually the thing he's most sensitive about, or what he craves validation for. Once you know it, you've got the key. Example, action. You always say, "I noticed how hard you've been working on your projects. You're really good at what you do. Not everyone has that kind of drive." Boom, you've just hit the thumbscrew. Now he's hooked on that validation and will look to you for more. The best part? You're doing it in a way that makes him feel good, not cornered. It's about playing into what he needs without making him feel vulnerable. Law 7. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a queen to be treated like one. If there's anyone who embodies this, it's Maddie. She knows exactly how to carry herself like a queen, and as a result, people treat her like royalty. Here's the truth. How you see yourself is how others will see you. When you carry yourself with confidence, grace, and self-respect, you automatically raise the bar for how you're treated. You don't need an actual crown to be treated like a queen, but you do need to have that energy. It's not about being arrogant. It's about knowing your worth and making sure everyone else knows it too. When you act like a queen, people naturally rise to your level. Practical tip. So, how do you act like a queen in your everyday life? It's all about confidence, boundaries, and self-respect. Walk with your head held high, speak with purpose, and never let anyone make you feel less than. When you respect yourself, you force others to respect you. When you act like a queen, people will treat you like one, and that's the secret. Law 8. Work on the hearts and minds of others. And finally, we're wrapping this up with Law 8. This is all about tapping into someone's deeper emotions, building a connection that isn't just surface level. Maddie Perez is a master of this. She doesn't just influence people with her looks or style. She gets into their heads, figures out what makes them tick emotionally, and uses that to strengthen her influence. If you want someone to be truly loyal or captivated by you, you need to win their heart, not just their attention. Let's be real. Guys are easy to impress on the surface, but if you really want to have influence, you have to connect with what's going on beneath. It's not about playing with their emotions. It's about genuinely understanding them. Once you're in their heart and mind, you've got them hooked. Practical tip. So how do you win someone's heart and mind? It's all about listening more than you speak. Let him feel like you understand him on a deeper level. Ask the right questions, show empathy, and make him feel seen. People are naturally drawn to those who get them. You're someone who truly understands them. So there you have it, 8 powerful laws from the 48 laws of power that you can use to make him your puppet. Figuratively, of course, whether it's mastering your confidence, keeping your mystery, or winning over his heart and mind, these strategies put the power back in your hands. Remember, ladies, the key is to stay smart, stay confident, and most importantly, stay in control. If you loved this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow queens. Now go out there